on November 29th, the Soul Train Awards were aired, and they were hosted by none other than Erykah Badu. During this event, she had some interesting words to say towards Iggy Azalea. Take a look.
Hang on one second. I'm sorry, y'all. Yes. Who is this? Iggy Azalea. Yeah, hey. Oh, no. You can come, because what you're doing is definitely not rap. Yeah.
After that, Iggy Azalea took to Twitter and responded with, "We are days from 2016, but I came online today and saw it's still cool to try and discredit my 2014 accomplishments. Laugh out loud, fucking hell." And then after that, Erykah Badu responded with, "Well, that'll be the last time I send an Uber for you. I can guarantee you that." So,
that's
it's a funny situation, but what do you really?
I could care less.
You could care less?
I think it's absolutely hilarious. They're human beings. She didn't say anything particularly malicious. She didn't say anything. What should I say? That's what's it called? Slanderous. She didn't say anything slanderous. Like, you know what I mean? Like anything that like really went after Iggy. It was a little joke, which I don't think Iggy is a great rapper, so that's why I don't really feel too bad about anything she says, because what you're doing is definitely not rap. I can kind of agree. I think one of the funniest videos I've seen of Iggy is her like in a concert, and she's just rapping something that's completely like
it was completely gibberish,
incoherent, gibberish, and like my girlfriend showed it to me. I died laughing. I just died. And like we played that for like 3 weeks straight. Just like randomly we play it and just completely died. It was. I was like, what are you doing? So I think Erykah wanted to have some fun, throw a jab. There may have been something behind the scenes, which there probably was, because Erykah Badu's not a typically malicious lady. She's not. She's been out of the scene for a long time. You know what I mean? So there may have been something else that may have sparked this. That's kind of my guess. But as far as the story,
so you don't think it's even slightly a little bit messed up?
Well, yeah, it's a bit messed up in the sense that like Iggy Azalea wasn't, out there doing anything wrong to Erykah Badu that we know of. It's kind of just like a random, I'm just gonna walk up and hit Iggy for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, which ain't cool. I don't care who you are. That shit just ain't cool. Like, why you just gonna talk shit for no reason? But like, is this like, do I think this really hurts Iggy and should she really be upset about it? No, it's a joke. People are gonna forget about it really soon. Does it discredit her as a rapper? No, if you're a great rapper, it doesn't matter what you say. If she really thinks she's a phenomenal rapper, people like Eminem, that's why he's my favorite rapper of all time. He doesn't ask you if you think he's a good rapper. He thinks he's the best rapper of all time. If you don't like it, then take away his record sales. Oh wait, you can't. So if you're crap, then it'll show. And the fact that she's been dropped from T.I. and she hasn't really released anything in the past almost year shows that Iggy Azalea is kind of fading out, in my opinion, and because I don't think she's that good of a rapper.
Excuse me. Okay, so I get what you're saying. She's not. That makes sense, right? But also at the same time, there's always other circumstances that lead into someone being. She wasn't necessarily dropped.
They had a falling out or something. From what I read, which I didn't read much. I saw the headline and read like the small paragraph underneath. But like apparently they had like a falling out, her and T.I. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, I don't want you no more. It was like, it's kind of personal. Like why? But I'm not
what I
totally
heard from it was that it was just he felt like he couldn't do anything more for her as an artist.
Okay, so I guess it was kind of personal. Like I can't really help you out no more.
Yeah. Okay, so I can understand where Erykah is coming from with her attack. At the same time, well, let me explain why I can understand it. So there's that long argument about Iggy Azalea and Appropriation. And I get that argument.
Oh yeah, the Azalea Banks little.
Well, not just the Azalea Banks thing, which Azalea Banks.
But that kind of started the whole appropriation.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I heard about it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was actually, when I heard Azalea Banks' full statement, I thought she actually made a pretty good statement.
But Azalea Banks is garbage. Azalea Banks was just.
She was trying to start something to get her name out there, which I agree. Now, was her statement good? Yes, but her as a person, as we've seen, she's not the best show character. So,
and I get that, the appropriation argument that can be made about Iggy Azalea. At the same time, I think this was a complete and utter cheap shot, and it was unwarranted. She hasn't been around since 2014. Like, she hasn't done anything. She hasn't released a new track. She hasn't made any statements, anything. Just leave the girl alone. She's doing her own thing, engaged, gonna get married soon, or she is married now, I don't know. I think Erykah Badu, really, if she wanted to make this argument, because I can understand where she's coming from, and that if she was saying, this is more about rappers today in general, because rappers today aren't really doing rap.
Yeah, not just Iggy Azalea.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like Lil Wayne no more. I don't like none of these Too Shorts or none of these whatever. I don't even remember their names. All these Whip and Nay name motherfuckers, whoever they is, you're not rapping in my opinion. And again, everybody's like, oh well, again, they're selling albums and things like that. Yeah, for a while. And I think the same thing's gonna happen is these people are going to fizzle out really quick. Whereas you look at the greatest of all time have been around for the past 20 some odd years. So.
Exactly. And I think that was the problem with Iggy is that, her time came and it went. And to discredit her or to attack her for what she did, I mean, yeah, again, the appropriation argument, but she was following a long line of white rappers. And there was nothing wrong with what she did. I mean, granted, the black voice thing that she did when she rapped, that was wrong.
I didn't realize that she has two totally different voices. Like, even when she does interviews, she puts on her black voice. But, when you hear her, when she's just, chit-chatting with her folks, she sounds like the most white Australian person you've ever heard in your life.
I'm almost willing to chop that up to,
Getting a moment in the zone.
Yeah, and also she was a rapper who was groomed by a southern rapper.
Well, and she was also groomed by one of the fakest rappers of all time, T.I., which T.I.'s fake. Half the crap that he says, and I was in Georgia when T.I. was getting big. Everyone from his neighborhood said he was fake. Everyone said the reason why you saw his whole street and his little back to his little neighborhood thing on MTV or BET was completely empty was because they had to quarantine it off, or else people would have tried to attack him because no one likes him in the neighborhood.
Okay, so.
And the guy who's stupid enough to get caught with guns 3 to 4 times and sent to jail gets on a TV show trying to rehabilitate people and then gets sent back to jail for the same thing again. If that's not the fakest, most bullshittest, ignorant shit I've ever seen. So she didn't really have the best mentor.
But also, I'm willing to. Maybe it was like when Brits sing and they tend to lose their accent when they're singing.
Sound more American-ish?
Yeah. Did you just say American-ish?
Yes, I did just say American-ish. It's not like when an English person is speaking English, you can say they're sounding more Englandish or anything. So, no, Americanish is not a language. It is not something it's not the official language of America, people. I just want to make sure we keep that clear. Apparently there's videos where Americanish and Canadianish are languages, so Alaskanish. Back to the story at hand.
Yes. That's what I'm willing to chalk up her persona as a rapper is. But do I think we should say what she's doing is not rap? No, it's rap. It's pop rap. I mean, we have Nicki Minaj.
If you can steal someone's rap song.
If Nicki Minaj is considered rap, when it's been proven that a lot of her raps are stolen from like Lil Kim, and I think some of them from Biggie. Like, if we predominantly Lil Kim, but if we can consider her rap and Stupid Ho, a song that she did, which is pretty much just her saying stupid ho 1,000 times, if we can consider that rap, why can't we accept and consider what Iggy Azalea did as rap and not attack her and be thankful that what she's doing is helping us become even more mainstream and our culture to become more mainstream?
Okay, I'll answer your question. First off, the reason we don't need Iggy Azalea trying to make us seem more mainstream is because black people are doing just fine becoming mainstream and being the popular cool people black people have always been. America's top export is black culture, and if it was not for black culture, America would be in serious dire straits economically. That's a fact. And as far as calling what Iggy Azalea does rap, why can we not call it rap? We shouldn't call what she does rap. We shouldn't call what Nicki Minaj does rap. We shouldn't call what half of these so-called rappers out here are doing as rap. It's not. It is poetry at least. I mean, at best, garbage poetry. You know what I mean? Like, it's really ridiculous the state that our music industry is in this country. The fact that you can go on stage and say completely nothing, stupid hoe and shit like that. You can say those things repeatedly and it be considered a rap song. It does nothing but make black people look worse. It makes us look like criminals, makes us look like thugs and fools. But it also harms rap for the long term, for the future, for it being a viable, serious art form later on down the road. If people keep watering it down and making it sound as horrible as it is, it's going to cripple and greatly destroy the industry, which is going to cause America and black people very dearly.
And I hear what you're saying, and I agree with pretty much a lot of what you're saying. What I mean when I say mainstream is that making it okay for white people, so we don't have people like Bill O'Reilly and Elizabeth Hasselbeck on Fox News talking about look at their culture, you know, and that's what I mean.
Those people are always going to do that. I don't care how verified it would be. I don't care how spiffy it would seem. You know what I mean? They would still say it's that culture and they're breeding this or that because it's not what they want. Anything that's not what a particular person like, you know, Bill O'Reilly, if you don't say exactly what he wants, then, you know, he doesn't like you, plain and simple. And he doesn't mind saying it. So as far as trying to pander to them and make people accept our culture, get over it. Like, black people need to accept it. People have already accepted our culture. Like, people have already, like, they've been stealing black culture since black culture could have been stolen. Like, what are you talking about? Like, so when it comes to, like, black people feeling accepted in society, black people need to stop sitting back and being all skittish and wanting to be accepted and need to take charge and be like, hey, you love us. You love everything about black culture. The way you wear your clothes, the way you say stuff and move around and all that. Half of the American language now, the slang that we use, comes from black culture. So when it comes to, you know, do we need Iggy Azalea's white face to make black culture seem less intimidating to a white audience? No. Because if they feel intimidated by it, they're not going to buy it. And if they don't, then they're already buying it. So as far as like making someone feel more comfortable, if you don't feel comfortable with a black person in 2015, that's on you. You got some issues that you need to deal with yourself personally. If you're afraid, so worried about rap music destroying your whole world that you can't deal with black culture, then that's your problem.
You know what? I want to do this for my daughters. I want to apologize to Iggy Azalea because she's one of their favorite artists. And they listen to her all the time, you know, and it's for them. But when I really think about it, I mean, if y'all love her so much, won't y'all go be with her then? Go on, be with her, y'all. Go on, Puma. Go on, Mars. Is Iggy Azalea going to miss the healing seminar to go up to the school, sit across from the teacher so she can tell you that all y'all been doing is talking to your neighbor, not getting your lesson? Is she? Where's Iggy for that?